Like when my heart was full of vengeance. Not good, but bad.
First team all defense is MP and 4 other guys. really in the finals. Can I get those shoes after the game? You made it to the final. Time to shine.
Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Cavaliers delivered a 4-game sweep to become conference champions. Now, the quest is for one ultimate goal. Just 4 wins away. The first chapter begins against the New Orleans Pelicans. The pinnacle of the postseason, the NBA Finals, is here.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. And tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Henson is out there with Duncan. And there's Jackson, and it's Humphries in at the 3. And for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Darius Garland is out there at the beast, and it's Mitchell in at the 3, the small forward. You look at the Pelicans. Well, we know this is everything they work toward. Greg, the adjustments in the offseason have really paid off.
It's a well-run organization from top to bottom. They know who they are. They play to their strengths. That's why they find themselves here with an opportunity to win it all in the NBA Finals.
I like what you said. They know who they are. They play within those limits. You're right. All right, let's go cross court now and hear about another landmark moment for MP.
Guys, it's hard to believe, but this is MP's 6th straight trip to the finals with his team. In pregame, MP said, "It's a blessing to be here. Growing up in Plainview, this is all I thought about, playing in the finals and winning titles." He continues to play out his dream. Kevin?
What a dream it is. T.A. thanks. Seeing MP in the finals, it's become an annual tradition. Out to Duncan. Pass to Hansen. From outside, off the mark. On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Humphries. Mitchell passes to the Beast. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. The Beast's got 5 points so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And so it's Cleveland with it. To the middle. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
New Orleans gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Jackson with the screen. Hansen the pass to Duncan. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
The Beast can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Hansen. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Duncan. Here's to Roman. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and they'll shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he can't get the first one. It's the second from the line. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. And this has been a truly remarkable postseason for them. 12 straight wins. No losses on the board. I mean, they've gotten exactly where they wanted to go. The NBA Finals.
And at this point, who is going to bet against them? They've made stringing together playoff wins look easy. And the one thing you always got to be careful of is how different the NBA Finals are from every series you've played so far. This is going to be the absolute biggest challenge they faced. And we may see this group in a much more competitive series here in the finals.
Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. And you look at the Beast, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Driving the lane. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Out left of the wing. Here's Humphries. Mobley with the block. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Hansen. Outside Jackson. Puts it up. Rebounded by Allen.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Hansen the pass to Humphries. Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Washington was a man on a mission. He ended up with 43 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll find out together. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Here's the Beast. He's got 7. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Lets the free fly. James the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 7.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Left in the first quarter. Jackson, a screen on Irving. Here's Poole. And he converts the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Cavaliers leading. Now Irving. Shoots over Poole. Irving, good.
His goal is to make an impact all over the floor. Irving can be a headache for mid-range.
Poole, the pass to Jones. Jones sets the pick for Poole. A three-pointer off the mark. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Hunter. Huerter with it. Simmons, a screen on Poole. Huerter, no good. Huerter against Jones. Got a piece of it. Now here's Huerter. Hunter, a three, and we reach the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
They've got Kevin Huerter. DeAndre Hunter out there at Wood. Then there's Irving. And it's Simmons in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Such a talent. Kyrie does certain things offensively that few others will even attempt.
For the Cavaliers, Rush is checked in for Ben Simmons. Mitchell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Garland in for Kevin Huerter. Both free throws good for Irving.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Poole. Pass to Jones. Screen by Jones. The three from Poole. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Garland. No scoring in this one. Here's Salon. Pass to Humphries. Poole with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Here's Salon. Owens moving it around. Jones, no one around him. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Mitchell against Jones. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Pass to Shalom. And here's Humphries. The three from Poole. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Kicks it out to Garland. It's rebounded by Salon. Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
A different look now for Cleveland. Howard's checked in for Wood, and it's the Beast in for Irving. And so Jones nails both of them. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's the Beast. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
Superb pass from Garland. He's all for setting up his team.
Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Hansen. It's deflected, and they recover it. Here's the screen. To the inside. They double him with Mitchell. And he gets the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good runs.
And it's blocked. And they get it back. There's the 3. The Beast can't hit. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Humphries with it. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Humphries has got 5. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The Beast can't hit. Pelicans leading by 7. Pass to Humphries. Over Mitchell. Humphries, no good. The Cavaliers shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them.
Damn.
Pushing it up. Eason with it. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Howard. Back to Garland. Pass to the Beast. Now Rush. He's covered by Eason. Shoots from the elbow. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so it's Jones will bring it up for the Pelicans. And the basket by Hansen.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
A 3 ball. That one's good. The New Orleans Raiders cut that down to a 7-point margin, getting the points there from the Beast.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Huff's jacked in. Hunter comes in for Howard. Kevin Huerter, he's jacked in for Mitchell. And it's Ben Simmons in for Garland. Jackson, he's jacked in for New Orleans. Duncan comes in for Herbert Jones. And the dunk by Duncan.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Here's the Beast, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. After making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it. Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. New Orleans leading by 4. 51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jackson has the open look. No good on the triple. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The Cavaliers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. First free throw is good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and getting himself to the line.
Here's Hampton. Down low. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
The Beast passes to Hunter. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Bounce pass, Herder. Rocket 6. Jacks up a 3. That shot misses. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my free throws, almost mostly bricks.
It's like they went to the O'Neal three-point shooting academy.
Very funny.
Looking at the scenario for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've made it this far, game 1 of the NBA Finals. Shaq, how much brighter is the spotlight here in this championship round?
It doesn't get any brighter. This is where you need your stars to be stars and your moons to be moons and your galaxies to be galaxies.
You know what, Ernie, this is what you dream about. But you got to stay in the moment. You got to focus on things that got you here.
How about planets to be planets? Does that apply here as well?
Yes, it does.
Thanks. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Yeah, kind of what you expect from a guy of his caliber. Don't be surprised if his second half is just as good.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Duncan is out there with Hampton. And there's Jackson, and it's Humphries in at the 3 slot. Here's the Beast, and the rebound goes to Duncan. Jackson up top, over to the left wing. From past the arc. No good from Duncan. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's the Beast. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 5 assists tonight.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's the Beast. 21 points in the game, and it's in there.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Hands in the pass to Humphries. And the Pelicans miss again.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
For Cleveland, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. The Pelicans shooting well, 50% from the floor. Jackson, a screen on Garland. And there's the drive. Hansen. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Hansen's got 5 now. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. They get it back, kicks it out to Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Over Humphries. Yep, it goes in. The Pelican lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket for Mitchell.
And this is routine for Mitchell. He doesn't need much space to feel comfortable elevating.
The Pelicans have gone 3-6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Oh, and he knocks it off the glass. Wow. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Humphries. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid too much this one. It's for the night.
Here's Ethan. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Humphries. Uncovered. One shot is good that time.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look for that.
And he knows exactly what he's doing. Garland gets inside and puts the defender in a position where he has to foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Throw good, Garland.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
Rush is checked in for Cleveland. And so he hits both. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Hansen. 5 points in the game. Over Garland. Hansen can't hit. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Irving. Now Wood. Back to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Irving's got 6.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they left their defense in block.
Here's Humphries. It's hauled in by Wood. Cleveland leading by 3. And here's Garland for 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggle continues.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense. Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Rush finds Garland. Here's Wood. And it's Humphries with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Eason. Back to Humphries. It's over Garland. Humphries, no good. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Hands it from downtown. Garland's got the lead up to 6 now for Cleveland.
And one of Garland's patented moves, pulling up off the bounce.
Jackson, a screen on Garland. To the paint to stop the run. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Irving can't hit. Pelicans trail by 4. Jackson looking around, driving inside. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Hands in the basket, Poole. Over Irving. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 13. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. And here is Hunter. The train. That one no good. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Cavaliers lead by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Evan Mobley is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's the beast in at the line. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Cavaliers making the shot. Pass to Humphries. Looking to end his goal spell. Mobley with the block. Hunter on the wing. Running by Jones.
And nice down from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
Humphries inside. It's blocked. Here's Hunter. Makes it off the glass. And it's an 8-point Cavalier lead. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
With the drive. And it's Humphries with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 5. Pass to Jones. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Inside. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Allen's checked in for Hunter. And New Orleans also making a change. Hanson's checked in. Just 2 to shoot. Poole, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Hill. And it's in. Slam it down.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
New Orleans has gotten a three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here's Poole. It calls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And, guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. And his 2nd foul of the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Here's Hampson. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Jackson with the 3. And Simmons with the rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. Continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pelicans trail by 8. Duncan outside. This one for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Shots good by the Beast.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And here's Jackson after the three-pointer from the Beast. It's good from long range.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Pass to Herter. Here's the Beast. Count that one. The Beast's got 35.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Irving comes in for Ben Simmons. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thanks, David. Now here's Jackson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. In the corner, Irving with it. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
The defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
Mitchell against Duncan. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Mitchell against Duncan. Here's the Beast. And it's Humphries with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 9. Not loose. Now Cleveland moving it out. Here's the Beast. It's blocked.
computerization on the shit. He's slowing my niggas down. That shit weak.
124 left in the game. And he hits it and gets knocked down the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great stroke to finish through the contact.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Simmons comes in for Allen. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Donovan Mitchell. Off the inbound. And there's the layup. Off the bucket from the Beast. 37 points for the Beast.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. He's fantastic at sensing when one of his guys has got some freedom.
Now here's Duncan. Mobley with the rebound.
See you at the drill.
Outside Irving. The Beast. Boom, he chains it straight down.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game one in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for the Cavaliers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
They're certainly starting the finals off on the right foot, and this will be a comfortable win for them in game one.
Yeah, this was a statement game, and what a time to make it. I'm sure it's going to get tougher for this group, but they won't be able to just run away with the championship. But tonight, they clearly established themselves as the stronger team early in this series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the Beast.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
Outside Jackson. Here's the Beast. Can't connect. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
First team all defense is MP and 4 other guys.
Easy.
Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
Hot hand to another W, baby.
Best squad ever.
This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The Cleveland Cavaliers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Pelicans. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
We are on the biggest stage in professional basketball, the NBA Finals. We're set for Game 2 on 2K Sports. Tonight could give us a picture of where this series is headed. Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup, we've got Jordan Poole, and it's Sims in at the 5. And for the Cavaliers, at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then there's Mitchell, then it's Darius Garland, and it's the Beast in at the 2. Taking a look at New Orleans, down 1-0 in this series. How crucial is a win tonight?
How crucial? Extremely crucial. Here we go. Historically, the odds of coming back from a 2-0 deficit, less than 10%. They have to consider this one a must-win.
Now here's Poole. Pass to Humphries, 19-footer. He can't get it to go.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Garland against Poole. Here's Duncan. Kick out to Poole. Here's the 3. It's tipped. And they're on the break. Here's the Beast. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Pass to Poole. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And they get that first bucket. 1 for 4 to start this game.
Poole's gone 1 for 2 from deep. And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
I talked with him about how he's approaching matching up with Jordan Poole tonight, and he said to make sure we don't lose him on defense, we have to talk and we have to know where he is. Expects his team to be very active and talkative here tonight. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie.
Shooting 2.
First one falls.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
Shot's good from the stripe.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Poole outside. To the wing, right side. Here's Sims. Allen defending. Just 3 to shoot. Poole from long range. The rebound by Allen. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. You got to go back to the 2017 Warriors to find the last team that won 13 straight playoff games in a single season. These guys can tack on another and make it 14 with a winning performance tonight.
This has been mind-blowing to witness. We don't get streaks like this very often. As a fan of the league, you just have to sit back and enjoy the greatness you're witnessing.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's the Beast. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
There's a reason teams put the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands. This guy, you trust him to make the right play.
Pass to Duncan. Garland against Poole. Here's Humphries. Shot to stop the run. And the Pelicans miss again.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
The Beast passes to Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Duncan.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Allen against Poole. For 3. Rebound by the Beast. The Beast has got his 4th rebound in this one. And he banks in the layup. The Beast has got 6 points.
I just love the ball movement.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Trailing by 8. Pass to Humphries. second make in 5 attempts.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Cleveland leading by 5. Here's the Beast. Back to Mitchell. Outside Garland. Here's the Beast. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Ben Simmons is checked in for Allen. Wood comes in for Evan Mobley. Hunter's checked in for Mitchell. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Darius Garland. And the Pelicans also making a change. Easton's checked in. Duncan, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Irving for 3. Knocks down the long J.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
New Orleans making a change here. .149 left in the first. Here's Hansen. He's guarded by Irving. Pass to Jackson. Here's Salone. 5 on the clock. Here's Easton. And again, New Orleans no good.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
The Beast passes to Simmons. Easton pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 10. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in the last match against the Pelicans got the job done. He ended up with 41 points, and it wasn't just a great offensive performance for him. He excelled defensively, too. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Farrell with the bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
52 seconds left in the first. Here's Farrell. Jackson outside. And there's a pick. 4-3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game now. And he can't get the first one. Sinks the second. And he nails the third. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Here's the Beast. Humphries grabs the miss.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Jackson outside. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. The Beast has got 5 rebounds tonight. And slam dunk by Simmons.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Pass to Humphries. Over Irving. Humphries can't hit.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers ending the quarter up 10. They've done well to disrupt the opposition. playing inspired defense. Back after this. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Kyrie Irving, also Darius Garland out there, and it's Wood in at the 4. That's the group for Cleveland getting going in the second. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 5 now.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Garland. No luck on that one. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for New Orleans. 7-point differential. Pass to Eason. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They've led by as much as 10.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Wood. Yet to see a basket. Wood with the screen. Irving for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
They set the screen. Here's Eason. No good from outside.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Mitchell, and he sinks the 11-footer. And now it's a 12-point Cleveland lead.
Wow, splash it in from the mid-range, Donovan. What a pretty shot.
Eason, a screen on Garland. Pass to Eason, and here's Jackson. Takes it inside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
New Orleans shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Sims, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Poole comes in for Jones. And that one falls for Jackson. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Howard. Irving with it. Howard with a screen on Poole. Irving for 3. Another shot. And Howard with the lay-in. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Jackson. Give him 8 points now. Just 4 to shoot. Sims, the pass to Jackson. On target from range. Jackson's got 11.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Sims.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Eason against Mitchell to the left wing. Pass to Humphries. Back to Jackson. To the inside. Here's Poole. Got a hand on it. Right side, Mitchell. Here's Herder. Gets hauled in by New Orleans. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Throws it up high.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Now here's Mitchell. From deep. No good that time. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Humphries. Banked it in off the glass.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Outside Irving. Over Poole. Cleveland again missing. Here's New Orleans now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. A minute 42 left to play in the first half of basketball. The ball's not loose. Outside Eason. Tries it from 19. Again, the Pelicans good for 2. 1:25 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Huff. There's Howard with the 3. Pelicans cleared away. Sims has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson, pass to Poole. Here's Humphries. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Huff. Evan Mobley comes in for Howard. Hunter's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And both free throws good for Herter. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 12-4 run. Poole outside. Pass to Duncan. Here's Salone. Hunter covering. Here's Salone. Hunter with some nice D. Outside Herter. Now Allen. Now Simmons. Guarded by Poole. Pass to Hunter. Mobley on a screen. From the arc. Hunter can't get it to go. Here's Duncan. Over Herter. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown great toughness, and they've been very quick to the ball. Looking at the scenario for the New Orleans Pelicans, they dropped game 1. Now, before they go home for game 3, Kenny, how do they even the series?
To be honest, I wouldn't really know. I never lost a game 1 of the finals. Shaq, did you ever, I don't know, ask him.
Very funny. Seriously, though, it's just one game. You're in the finals, so get back to what got you there. Keep it up, Kenny.
A little spicy, Jet. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. You look at G.G. Jackson. What a contribution.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Jordan Poole. And it's Humphries in at the small forward position. And the shot is good by Garland.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Here's Duncan. He's scoreless. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw misses. He hits the second from the line. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's the beast. Oh, they get a hand on it. The 3 is up. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the shot is good by Garland. And it's a 10-point Cleveland lead.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
He's going for the oop here, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, that's just tremendous length, exceptional hands, Jarrett Allen, nice and easy.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Poole, the pass to Humphries. Here's Sims. Pass to Duncan. To halt the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. Here's Garland. 9 points in the game. The Beast. Good. The Beast has got 5 points now this quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Duncan, pass to Poole. Off target from outside. Cleveland leading by 10. Here's Humphries. And rejected. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Eason's checked in. Puts it up off the inbound. Poole shot is off.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pelicans trail by 12. Outside Eason. Pass to Poole. Fires the three. Sinks the tray.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Right wing. Now here's Garland. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Jordan Poole.
Now, this is exactly the kind of aggression from Darius Garland that changes the feel of the game, just works his way inside and forces the defense to foul.
That's good from Garland. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Pelicans trail by 10. Puts up the 8-footer. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. Irving's checked in for Garland. And he's good on the second. Cleveland leading by 9. Outside Irving. Pass to Wood. Outside Hunter. Wood, a screen on Eason. And here's Hunter from the arc. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Sims has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Eason. Again, New Orleans no good. And Irving has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Hunter can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Eason. Rebounded by Champagnie.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
For New Orleans, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Hook loose. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. He goes up again and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Take a break. These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Ben Simmons is checked in for the Cavaliers. So he gets them both. Cleveland leading by 7. A minute 6 left in the third. Back to Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 8.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they emphasized interior scoring.
Now here's Jones. Still no points. That's to Eason. Clock at 6. Releases. And again, New Orleans no good.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
We got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Wood with it. And here's Hunter. Pass to Irving. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And there's Hunter on the assist from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now on this one. Jackson with it. From deep three-point land. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Jones. We've got Kevin Huerter, Mobley out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Darius Garland, and it's the Beast in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Here's Humphries. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Here's Garland. Here's the Beast. Humphries grabs a miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Jackson surveying the deep. Pass to Eason. Shot clock at 6. Tries to break his ice. Rebound by the Beast. The Beast has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Mobley. Tries again. It's not going to go for him. Eason with some nice D. Pelicans trail by 10. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Jackson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Now Simmons. Here's the Beast. The rebound by Jackson.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Pass to Humphries. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's the Beast. The three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And the Pelicans also making a change. Poole, he's checked in for Jones. Pelicans trail by 8. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Mitchell's checked in for Herder. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. B.A.?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Mitchell. And he slams it in one-handed.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Fourth foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
And here's Poole. Pass to Jackson. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Just 5 to shoot. Offline with a 3.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Driving to the basket. The Beast shot is off.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And the shot's good. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, I'll tell you what, in this fourth quarter, he's been locked in and has made some big shots for his team.
The Beast. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And he drops it first. And the Pelicans making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pelicans trail by 10. Poole from long range. Oh, using that sweet stroke. Poole connects from deep.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Here's the Beast. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guy.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there. You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Here's Duncan. They set the pick. The Cavaliers pull it in. To the wing on the left. Here's Mobley. And the basket is good. Mobley's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Man, that is a big-time tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Duncan. Knocks it down from distance.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
It's stolen. And he drives in. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers lead by 6. Here's the Beast. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Jordan Poole. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Woods checked in for Cleveland. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And here's New Orleans now. Here's Duncan. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the Beast. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. He hits the first one, and that'll put him up by 9. Both from the line. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Duncan. And again, New Orleans no good. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
But Game 2 of the NBA Finals has been decided. Now the teams will be switching venues, but boy, what an important win for the Cavaliers.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the NBA Finals. Once they close this win out, they'll be sitting on a tidy 2-0 series lead.
And obviously, that's the perfect position to be in. They don't need to do anything differently in the next couple of games. If they just continue to play their brand of basketball and don't let anything distract them, they'll be lifting that trophy in a few days.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the Beast.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And here comes Cleveland. Counted from distance. The Beast has got 32 points.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Yeah, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. So long, everybody.
First team all defense is MP and 4 other guys.
New Orleans gets after it. Going to be a rowdy crowd out there.
Just do what you did last time.
Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Cleveland Cavaliers come into Game 3 up 2 games to none. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the New Orleans Pelicans. The NBA postseason, coming up next.
A 2-0 start to the finals. Things could change direction here in Game 3. 2K Sports brings you NBA playoff action. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Beast out there with Darius Garland. And it's Mitchell in at the 3. And for the Pelicans, they've got Duncan. Also Jordan Poole out there. And it's Jackson in at the power forward position. Take a look at the Cavaliers. Taking care of business, Greg, in these NBA Finals. A win here tonight would almost guarantee them the title.
Yeah, I mean, they held home court in the first 2 games, but in this one, they'll face a hostile crowd and a team with its back up against the wall. They're going to have to match that intensity if they're going to take complete control and go up 3-0.
It is going to be some scene here tonight. Here's the Beast. Duncan grabs the rebound. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys. And that's pretty much a depth sink.
Yeah, they really got held down on that one. If you can't get points on the board, then you're pretty much beat no matter what.
They get it again. Kicks it out to Garland. Here's the Beast. 5 to shoot, and he drives in. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Front of mine tonight, Jarrett Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys.
Thank you, David. And here's Humphries. After the three-pointer from the Beast. Sims, the basket Poole. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range.
There you go. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the chicken on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Duncan right side. Mobley with the block.
Already a stellar defender. Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
The Beast passes to Mitchell. Lets it go with the 3. Pelicans pull it in.
It's close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Poole with it. Garland picks him up. Garland against Poole. They set the pick. Here's Humphries. On the 3 off target. Cleveland's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. The Beast passes to Mobley. Here's the Beast. Second chance shot. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Poole. Jackson, a screen on Garland. And the Pelicans miss again. Cavaliers leading. Cleveland moving it around. The Beast. Sims with the rebound. Humphries against Mitchell. Now, here's Poole. Not a lot of room. Fires the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Poole's got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. And you look at Jackson. You know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Now here's Irving. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Sims with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Jackson kicks to Poole. Back to Jackson. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Poole. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They are clearly on a special postseason run. One you can certainly call historic at this point, as they've won now all 14 of their games coming into this Game 3 of the NBA Finals.
I mean, they swept 3 teams to get to the finals and are now just 2 wins away from completing a perfect postseason and hoisting the Larry O'Brien. You know, Kevin, a full 16-game sweep of the playoffs sounds kind of sweet, doesn't it? Do you call that a Sweet 16? I don't think it's ever been done.
Now, Poole, following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt. It's sent back down by Simmons.
And you could feel the swat from here. Simmons packs a punch on these blocks.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really out of the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw.
I know he's kicking himself in that snatching lead. But look, he tied things up.
And the dunk by Humphries.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now, here's Irving. He has yet to score. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Such a great rebounder. Simmons executes that sequence before anyone can react.
26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hands in the pass to Humphries. Shoots over Herter. Humphries, no good. Now here's Herter. He's covered closely. Irving for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Salon. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. They've got Garland. Push out there to Simmons. That's the beast. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The beast in the last matchup against New Orleans lit up the floor. He scored 32 points, and it was the best work he's done on the glass this year. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going. I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Pelicans. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review
to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
It is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points.
Now, here is Humphries. 6 points for him. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his first foul. So for the Pelicans, Sims is checked in, and Poole subbed in for Herbert Jones. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Poole, the pass to Eason. Back to Poole. Launches a 3. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
The Beast can't hit.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
To Roma. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Cavaliers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5.
An equally gifted scorer and passer, Garland. Unselfishness, it just keeps the defense on its toes.
Poole with no one around. To the left wing. Here's Humphries. Nailed from three-point land. Humphries has got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. And you look at the Beast, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Mitchell outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. New Orleans has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of this game. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for the Pelicans. Duncan comes in for Tari Eason. Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Sims is checked in. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Back to Humphries. The 3. Oh, good on that one. Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And yes, it's good. Garland's got his first basket of the night.
I just love the fire that Garland plays with. Even inside, he is aggressive.
Here's Duncan. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Mitchell passes to the Beast. Outside Garland. Cleveland moving it around. Shot clock at 3. Releases. Rebounded by Jackson.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Got a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving comes in for Garland. Here's Jackson. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Duncan. 6 to shoot. And shot on the way. And a little hook that time, but it drops. 1:44 left to play here in the half. Here's Huff. Mobley sets the pick for Hunter. Launches it. And Mobley throws it down.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
To Roma, covered by Mobley. And here is Poole. He's got 11. Misses the 3.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Got a piece of it. Here's Jackson. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 2 for the 3. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Huff passes to Irving. Poole with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans for the finish. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Now Irving. Can they get it? Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. They've had this finals series under control so far, but this game has them looking a little more evenly matched so far, all tied up at the half.
If I'm them, being tied right now is as good as losing. You can't tie for a championship. They need to play like winners and win this game.
I'm with you on that. This is the final. There's no room for slip-up games or surprise losses.
We'll see if they can pull away after the break. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
His performance shows no sign of any nerves. Great job controlling your emotions.
Duncan is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's J.J. Jackson. And it's Humphries in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
So it's the Pelicans now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Humphries, the pass to Poole. His three-pointers off the mark. Cavaliers leading. Garland with it. Picked up by Poole. To Garland. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Garland's got his second basket.
And that's why you have to stay attached to Garland. He's got a quick shot, and he will fire it with any amount of space.
Duncan with a screen on Garland. The three from Poole. Good on the triple. Poole's got 16.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the deep.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here's Duncan. After the three-pointer from the Beast, Jackson has the open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Cavaliers leading by 4. There's the pick. Pass to Allen. And they double up Allen. Here's the Beast. Nice key from Duncan.
When you've made your first 3 shots in the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Sims kicks to Poole. Duncan in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. Duncan's got his second basket of the night.
If you give a shooter of his skill in an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. The three-pointer, no good. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Humphries. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Pelicans have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Lob pass to Duncan. It's rebounded by Poole. New Orleans gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Sims. Now Humphries. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Wood. Lee Vaz was put in just the right spot. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Kyrie Irving is checked in for Cleveland. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here's Poole for 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First trip to the line for him here. And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3. And the Cavaliers with possession here. A 2-point game. Pelican with the rebound. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Poole. Cavaliers with the rebound. One-on-one fast break. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Toroman. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. The Cavaliers trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Here's the beast. The Cavaliers again can't hit. On offense here with the Pelicans. They're on a 16-5 run. Here's Jackson with the 3. And Simmons with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
I love the selfless approach. Simmons is all for feeding every teammate.
New Orleans leading by 5. Poole the pass to Humphries. Jackson finds Humphries. Excellent defense there from the beast. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the fourth. And that one, good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Now, here's Poole. 19 points in the game. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The Beast's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Poole. Humphries inside. There's the triple. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Humphries has got 8 points in the quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 4. The Beast passes to Wood. There's the Beast on the wing, Irving. There's a good screen. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Humphries has it in the corner. Offline with his 3. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Pelicans lead by 4. On New Orleans, back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And Cleveland, looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. Allen is out there with Wright. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position.
We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
And he knocks down the first one. And Mitchell drops them both. New Orleans in the lead. Outside, Jones. Here's Humphries. A shot off that time. Good D by Mitchell. Here's Allen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hard to stop a guy with Allen's physical gifts inside. He forces the defense to get sloppy and foul.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low, he rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Pelican shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. To the middle. Here's Salon, covered by Hunter. Outside, Jones. Clock at 4. Humphries. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Humphries has got 11 in the second half.
And for way to start, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays than it would. Team putting a larger emphasis on tracking that three.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Outside, Jones. Tries it from the top of the key. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Mitchell. To the hoop. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And look, you can't blink when you are guarding Mitchell. That man will go by you in a heartbeat.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Pelicans. The lead is 2. Salon off the mark from 16 feet out.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Outside Garland, and they call an illegal screen here.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch, and clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Champagne passes to Allen. Outside, Garland. Pass to Allen. Mobley outside. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And here's Garland for 3. And it's Humphries with the rebound. Humphries has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's Poole with the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He misses the free throw.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
The Beast, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mobley outside. Garland feeling it out a little bit. The Beast. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 5 assists in the game. It's stolen by Allen. To take the lead. Pass to the Beast. And another shot. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Sims has got his 6th rebound on the night. Duncan in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these games.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first one at the line is good for the Cavaliers. Ben Simmons comes in for Jared Allen. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Mitchell.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Now, here is Humphries. To Poole. 6 on the shot clock. That's 3 off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Sims. Back to Jackson. To the inside. Duncan high post. Jackson setting the pick here for Poole. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. No good from Duncan. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we reached the 4th quarter. There's the pick. Pass to the Beast. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. 33 points for the Beast.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
And Garland comes to help. Poole kicks to Duncan. Here's Humphries. And again, New Orleans has no up.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th. Now, here's Poole. Goes up on the high post. And the Pelicans miss again. I think we'll see that burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
The Beast can't hit. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if he can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and 5.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I don't think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Here's Duncan. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring down within 1.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's the Beast, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalties.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And here are the Cavaliers now, and so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
Right between the eyes. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. Here's the beast. It's on.
And they have a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers pulling it out. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 at the NBA Finals. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
MP has put himself among the greats this season.
Win tonight and you will never pay for a meal in this town again.
Hottest team in the land coming through.
Look out there, MP. Be about it.
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Cleveland Cavaliers have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals, and with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the New Orleans Pelicans? This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
It's
It's been a very one-sided NBA Finals. It's 3-0. Could we be crowning a champion tonight? Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then it's Darius Garland. Then there's Mitchell. And it's the Beast in a 2-guard. And for New Orleans, we've got Jordan Poole. And it's Sims in at the center position. You take a look at Cleveland, in position to close it out tonight. Sweep the series and celebrate.
But these home fans are hoping it won't be tonight. If nothing else, get one win, extend the series, and send it back on the road.
Now here's Poole. Jackson outside. And there's the screen. Fires for 3. He drops it from range.
When you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
Here's Humphries. Poole outside. Pass to Humphries. From outside the arc. Sims. Mitchell grabs a miss. Garland, the pass to the Beast. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3.
Just got to be able to read from the point guard position, and Garland did a nice job there.
Here's New Orleans now. About a minute played here so far in the first. Basket's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And it's the Pelicans on the break. Here's Duncan. No good on the 3. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Ooh, got that one up quick. The Beast has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
Humphries passes to Jackson. Hits the three-pointer.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Duncan, pass to Poole. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Launches it. Cavaliers with a rebound. One of the truly awe-inspiring facts in this postseason is that this team has gone 15 straight games without a loss. Just unthinkable.
And the question remains, could this team run the table? The prospect has the entire sports world's attention. History may be about to unfold before our eyes. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws here tonight. That one's off. Good on the second one. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. There's the steal. Here's Humphries to the middle. Duncan, pass to Humphries. Good work there as it goes.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. And guys, coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense, BA.
And Allie, thank you for that. The Pelicans lead by 3. Jackson outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's the Beast. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind it. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of this game. A different look for Cleveland. Simmons is checked in for Jared Allen. Wood comes in for Evan Mobley. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Mitchell.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And that one's good. Humphries.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's the beast. The shot off that time.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count him out yet.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Herter's checked in for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving comes in for Darius Garland. And so he hits both. And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And here is Irving. Wood with the screen. Beyond the arc. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Poole, the pass to Humphries. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Wood outside. Cleveland again missing. New Orleans leading by 5. That's tipped. It's stolen by Hunter. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Irving for 3. Hits the trifecta.
That's a shot that Kyrie's never going to pass up, and exactly the mindset that his team needs.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And New Orleans making a change here. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Hansen. Pass to Duncan. Over Herter. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Irving, the pass to Hunter. Shoots over Eason. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Yeah, that's a shoot-around shot as Hunter had plenty of space to knock it down.
Here's Hansen. To the paint. Here's Duncan. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Outside Irving. The three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Duncan. Just 5 on the clock. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons. That shot, no good. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubber in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
They've got Tari Eason, and it's Duncan in at the 2. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He had 39 points, and he was dialing from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the strike. Just another remarkable performance from him. Nothing new. Guys, we'll see how long he keeps this up.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. But once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Howard's checked in. They set the pick. Here's Duncan. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here's the Beast. Offensive rebound. The Pelicans lead by 8. Pass to Duncan. Lets the 3 fly. Howard grabs the miss. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting only 31% of the game. That one drops for them. The Beast has got 11.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Darius Garland, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Salone. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Got it. Heads off the pass. Here's Duncan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 10-point New Orleans lead.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Jones against Garland. Pass to Duncan. Fires from the wing. Howard grabs the miss.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Puff's checked in. It's both from the stripe.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter. And it's getting them to the free throw line.
Here's Humphries. 6 points for him. And a miss there on the triple. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to the Beast. There's the three. It's held in by New Orleans.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
New Orleans, and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video.
The previous play is under review.
But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Cavaliers trail by 6. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Mitchell finds Mobley. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Sims.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
To the left side wing. Lets it fly. And the Pelicans miss again. Cleveland has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Champagnie, that's good.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Here's Humphries. 6 points for him. Jones sets a screen, takes a three, and that one's good. Humphries has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out of it.
Mobley passes to Garland. Six on the shot clock. Out to Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. He shoots. The Pelicans pull it in.
That's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Here's Humphries. Outside Jones. Covered by Mobley. From 12 feet. Second chance shot. Offensive rebound. Sims. Pass to Humphries. Now here's Eason. From downtown. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Mobley, no good. New Orleans leading by 7. Out to the right wing. 56 seconds left in the second. Puts it up from 12. Puff pulls it in.
and we haven't seen them pound the ball inside and draw as much contact this quarter.
Knocked away. Easton with a steal. Outside Jones. From behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
I like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Ooh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Outside Jones. Launches a three. The shot, no good. And so it's New Orleans closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Well, it's clear the defensive focus was to shut down Kyrie Irving, because so far it's working. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And
looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers, they are on the... Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. So for Cleveland right now, at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, then it's Darius Garland, and it's the Beast in at the shooting guard position.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there, lack of communication on the backside.
So it's the Pelicans now. After the basket by Cleveland. Humphries can't hit. Outside Mitchell. Pass to the Beast. Allen outside. The Beast passes to Garland. Fires the three. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. This one for 3. The rebound by Allen.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
The Beast passes to Mitchell. There's a screen. The 3 ball. The rebound by Duncan.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Jacks up a 3, and that one's good. Humphries has got 12 points in the game.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Drives to the hoop. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Cleveland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good. Hunter's checked in for the Cavaliers. And that's good as he hits both shots. And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And Poole is such a tough and dynamic three-point shooter. He's comfortable firing from anywhere.
There's the Beast. Cleveland again missing.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Pass to Poole. And here's Jackson. Here's Humphries. Now Poole. 5 to shoot. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to review the game plan. A different look for Cleveland. Wood comes in for Mobley, and Irving is subbed in for Darius Garland. The Beast counters off.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Poole from long range. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds in the game. The three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jackson's got 5 rebounds in the game. New Orleans leading by 12. Here's Humphries. Nails it from 3. Humphries has got 6 here in the quarter.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Irving for 3. Drills it from deep.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Simmons, the pass to Wood. Now Irving. Lets it go from deep. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. Let him go to the line with a chance for 3.
You tried to guard Kyrie without fouling, and that is a challenge unto itself. So nimble with the ball and that shifty handle.
Free throw good from Irving.
It's got to be something else to be a teammate of Irving's. What a generational talent.
And the second free throw is good. Makes all 3.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
New Orleans leading by 9. Jackson outside. Herder defending. 6 to shoot. Pass to Duncan. On the take. Powered down with both hands.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Now Irving. 9 points in the game. Wood with the screen. Takes a 3. And Kyrie Irving good for 3. Irving's got 9 points now in the second half.
Pure shooting form shown by Kyrie on that one. Lets the ball just roll off the fingertips.
Pass to Duncan. A minute 35 left in the third. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pass.
Irving looking around. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Inside. And the layup is good off the glass. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Jones from outside. Rush grabs the board. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 8. Stolen by Jones. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Down low. Here's Salon. He's guarded by Irving. Soft touch off the glass. Salon, he's got his second basket of the game. Outside Irving. Pass to Hunter. From deep three-point land. Knocks down the triple. Hunter's got his second basket of the night.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. One second left. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one, and not so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Sure, they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Pelicans ahead, leading by 7. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Herb Jones, and it's Salon in at the power forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And the young guy taking it right at him. Jones doing what he can do to earn the foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area. They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Here's the Beast. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. First one falls for him. Good on both. Here's Hansen. Knocked loose. Fast break, Cleveland. Good on the shot. The Beast has got 4 points in the quarter.
No doubt about it, guys. We've got a ball game here. I'm sensing a major momentum swing after the steal and run out.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. To the paint. Garland feeling it out a bit. Pass to the Beast. Back to Garland. Right at the free throw line. Drained it for 2 points.
And you don't mind those shots from Garland if they're in rhythm and with tempo.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Salon. Launches a 3. Connects from downtown.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
To the inside. Oh, he jams it straight down.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Johnson. Inside, pass to Jones. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And it's a completely new group for the Pelicans. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Champagnie. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves, and if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Humphries can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
The beast. Good.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Poole from long range. The shot no good. And it's Cleveland's ball. They're on a 13-3 run. So they take the lead. The Beast has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Jackson outside. Here's Humphries. And again, no good by New Orleans. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a one-point game. Mitchell. This is
practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Duncan. Jackson with a screen on Garland. Duncan, the pass to Poole. Tipped. And they get it back. 4 on the clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. Driving in. The Beast shot is off. The Pelicans have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Poole outside. The 3 is up. Look at Poole showing the range.
Yeah, and that's a big splash from Poole.
Pass to the Beast. Now here's Garland. Here's the Beast. And another miss by Cleveland. 1:46 left in the final quarter. Poole outside. Poole exploding to the rim. Allen no good. Nice D from Allen. The Cavs trailing. Here's the Beast. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Irving's checked in for Darius Garland. Here's Poole. From the arc. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's the Beast. And it's all from three-point range.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Duncan, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. .52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of 2 is good. And that gives him a lead.
I'm sure he wanted to hit all his free throws, but at least he gave his team the lead.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Cleveland. Now off the inbound. Money.
I always wonder about those bigger guys, how much easier a read is like that, and Allen finds the open guy set up to shoot it.
Poole left side. Yes!
Now Jordan Poole thinks every shot is going in, and why not? That was huge.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Off the mark there with a 3. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Poole outside. Here's Sims.
And Jared Allen in great position that time and just looking to swat that shot away.
Irving, the pass to the beast.
Yes! And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Here's Jackson. Jacks up a 3. No good from three-point range. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good. And that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead.
Oh, it is over. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the new NBA champs.
Comeback kid strikes again.
They go on the road and take care of business. And now the championship is theirs.
To be on the road, to silence the crowd, winning the championship with all of it on the line. What an incredible performance. Hats off to this team.
Well, you do your thing, man. Play hard, bro.
An incredible moment. You can see it in their faces. Forever known as NBA champions.
Forever beast.
And you can bet back home the celebration has started. Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long.
I thought I was going to lose.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Back. Through 6 of them, man. Number 1. Yeah, man. Yeah. It was hard. It was not easy.
History.
Unbelievable.
We made history. Let's go. We made history. 6.
Well,
6.
Let's
go.
You want to be behind the camera.
Cookie, congrats. But what about these rumors of
Look at this.
scouting the other?
Yeah.
I mean, we got to address these.
Hey, yo, hold on.
I'm happy for you guys.
Jameson, what's up, man? That's 6 for 6. What you got to say? What you gonna say about that, man?
I mean, you.
Nah, don't tell me the great Jonathan Jameson is speechless, man. Come on, bro. That's
Who would have known it only takes 6 straight Larry O'B's to make you speechless, man? That's crazy.
MP, stranger things have happened. And all I can say is I'm happy for you, buddy, all right?
Man, I appreciate it. Keep doing your thing, man.
I will.
Six
Watch
straight,
out.
Bro. 6 straight. Hey. Yeah, Jameson.
MP, guys, look right here. MP, I got one. MP right here.
Bettina?
What's next for you, MP?
6 straight titles isn't enough for you, Bettina.
What I mean is, what's next for you? You specifically. I mean, at some point, it can't just be about winning titles. You've literally done that over and over again. Do you learn something new about yourself with each one? Or do you eventually have to find new challenges to, you know, push yourself beyond even that?
I love the challenge.
That's a great question, Bettina. I think it's a little bit of both. You know, every title, it plays out differently. You know, you have your different challenges, and winning titles doesn't get old. You know, you have something new to look forward to every single time. So that's why I feel like it's so hard to do what we've done. To win at every challenge that comes your way year after year after year is almost impossible, you know. But on the other hand, to continue to evolve to those new challenges, you have to keep pushing yourself and keep pushing your limits. So if you're trying to win your 2nd title, you have to train like it's your 3rd. And if you're trying to win your 5th title, then you have to train like it's your 7th or 8th.
Well, what's it like training for your 6th?
Like I want to go home and fall asleep in my bed until training camp. Thank you, Bettina. Jonathan?
Is this the greatest dynasty in NBA history?
Yes, it is. And it's exactly how I thought it would be when I was a kid dreaming about this moment. You know, growing up where I'm from, just to make it out of a place like Plainview, and you can't do it alone. And that's the same thing that goes here. That's why, I mean, that's the same thing for here. That's why to get the ability to have an entire organization lock in the way that they have, you know, this many times in a row, astronomical. But that's what you need, and you thank my organization, the entire organization from top to bottom, sincerely. And I want to thank everyone back in Plainview, Illinois. You know, you helped mold me to be the man that I am today. And no matter how many gyms that I build or libraries that I pay for, I could never thank you enough. You always deserve more than I can give. So thank you, Plainview, Illinois. Thank you, Jonathan.
MP.
First team all defense is MP and 4 other guys.
Yo, nah. MP won 6 titles now. Can someone else get a turn, man?
Good game, MP.
Six straight championships. I'm speechless. Congrats, MP. That's incredible.